And they sold it to Cominco in 1935. And Cominco, I don't think they ever really wanted to operate it. And they bought it, and then they just tore it down, took all the machinery out, and sold all the steel that they could. I think the reason Cominco bought it is they had a big smelter and trail, so Inox was the competition. So I think they bought it so nobody else could operate the smelter, and they tore it all down. So yeah, they still have the only remaining smelter left in BC. They got a big smelter and trail. So yeah, so more or less the town was abandoned in 1935. Pretty suddenly, everyone just had to pack up and move out. Some of them had very little money, and they just left all their possessions behind. And the town, all the wooden structures have stayed pretty much the way they were until about 1943. There was still about 15 people living there, trying to scratch a bit of a living up, doing some fabricating and different things there. And then a big devastating forest fire wiped out everything that was left in the town made out of wood, so it burnt up the roads, which were plank roads going across the Muskeg, and about 300 houses that were still there. So they still had a store and stuff. There was big general stores. So fast forward today, the only thing that's happening in Antioch right now is they're still mining abrasives here. So True Grit Abrasives owns this pit here, and Lyle Linda lived there, and they manage that operation. There's a tug that comes in 3 or 4 times a year and brings a great big barge in. They load up 8,000 tons of abrasive in 24 hours, and that's how they get the abrasive out. So yeah, there's just a big conveyor belt here. They live on this barge.
Okay.
And there's a big conveyor belt. They just take the wheel loaders, and then they load all the abrasive on the conveyor belt, and it goes right onto the barge dock right in front of you there when they bring it in. So Lyle's there by himself in the wintertime, and Linda comes to help him out in the summertime when they're a little busier there. It's kind of a long winter there. The bay froze this winter, but it doesn't usually freeze. So yeah, this is the operation they have there. They really helped us out, really helpful.
Yeah.
Got the boat stuck one time, and used it quite a few times, and big thanks to Lyle and Linda for your hospitality while we were there. And it's just amazing how much